Of all organizations, it was oddly enough Walmart that best recognized the complex nature of the circumstances, according to a case study from Harvard's Kennedy School of Government. Briefed on what was developing, the giant discount retailer's chief executive officer, Lee Scott, issued a simple edict. "This company will respond to the level of this disaster," he was remembered to have said in a meeting with his upper management. "A lot of you are going to have to make decisions above your level. Make the best decision that you can with the information that's available to you at the time, and above all, do the right thing." As one of the officers at the meeting later recalled, that was it. The edict was passed down to store managers and set the tone for how people were expected to react. On the most immediate level, Walmart had 126 stores closed due to damage and power outages. 20,000 employees and their family members were displaced. The initial focus was on helping them, and within 48 hours, more than a half of the damaged stores were up and running again. But according to one executive on the scene, as word of the disaster's impact on the city's population began filtering in from Walmart employees on the ground, the priority shifted from reopening stores to, "Oh my God, what can we do to help these people?" Acting on their own authority, Walmart store managers began distributing diapers, water, baby formula, and ice to residents. Where FEMA still hadn't figured out how to requisition supplies, the managers fashioned crude paper slip credit systems for first responders, providing them with food, sleeping bags, toiletries, and also, where available, rescue equipment like hatchets, ropes, and boots. The assistant manager of a Walmart store engulfed by a 30-foot storm surge ran a bulldozer through the store, loaded it with any items she could salvage, and gave them all away in the parking lot. When a local hospital told her it was running short of drugs, she went back in and broke into the store's pharmacy, and was lauded by upper management for it. Senior Walmart officials concentrated on setting goals, measuring progress, and maintaining communication lines with employees at the front lines and with official agencies when they could. In other words, to handle this complex situation, they did not issue instructions. Conditions were too unpredictable and constantly changing. They worked on making sure people talked. Walmart's emergency operations team even included a member of the Red Cross. The federal government declined Walmart's invitation to participate. The team also opened a 24-hour call center for employees, which started with 8 operators, but rapidly expanded to 80 to cope with the load. Along the way, the team discovered that given common goals to do what they could to help and to coordinate with one another, Walmart's employees were able to fashion some extraordinary solutions. They set up 3 temporary mobile pharmacies in the city and adopted a plan to provide medications for free at all of their stores for evacuees with emergency needs, even without a prescription. They set up free check cashing for payroll and other checks in disaster area stores. They opened temporary clinics to provide emergency personnel with inoculations against flood-borne illnesses. And most prominently, within just 2 days of Katrina's landfall, the company's logistics teams managed to contrive ways to get tractor-trailers with food, water, and emergency equipment past roadblocks and into the dying city. They were able to supply water and food to refugees and even to the National Guard a day before the government appeared on the scene. By the end, Walmart had sent in a total of 2,498 trailer loads of emergency supplies and donated $3.5 million in merchandise to area shelters and command centers. If the American government had responded like Walmart has responded, we wouldn't be in this crisis, Jefferson Parish's top official, Aaron Broussard, later said in a network television interview.